Hello, hello. Yeah, I hope Anila comes back next season too. I just got a DM from one of my YouTube family people, and we were talking about Anila, and we both hope that Anila returns next season. Oh, and they're saying that I was on point earlier in my live panel thing with Diva over on her channel. I was in her live. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so thanks for tuning in today. You know what? We're here on Larger Curves. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video and so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that I'm growing over here. We're on our way to 1,000. Come out to play. Yay! Yeah. So I'm getting closer and closer every day. Thank you guys for being members. And thank you guys for being subscribers. And thank you guys for coming through this evening so we can talk about Married to Medicine and the reunion part one. Now, I was completely activated earlier. I will tell you, I was completely activated earlier. Okay. um in the live with Diva, like I was saying. But because I'm still trying to understand, I'm just gonna jump right in, y'all. I'm jumping right in. Speak with your girl Marcella's in my mother mouse. Oh my goodness, God is great. God is good. Thank you coming through, Marcella. Oh wow, that is so special to me. You know why? Because you are the bomb beta, and I love you and I love your content. If you don't know, Speak with Your Girl Marcella has a channel here in these YouTube streets. She is quite fabulous. She talks about it all. She talks about reality stuff. She talks about finances. They do cooking things. They do all kind of stuff. And she just did a travel blog to New York with her daughter. It looked like super duper fun. And she did this super analogy of living next to the projects right there. Yeah, it was really beautiful. So, anyway, yeah, it was awesome. So, you guys make sure you check out Miss Marcella if you get a chance because she's fabulous. I'm fabulous. And if you're in this house, then you're fabulous too because like attracts like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Because if you didn't know, now you know. That's what I subscribe to. I think like attracts like. And thank you, Marcella, for being in the house this evening. Thanks to all you guys again for coming through the Larger Curves. Now, those who have been here before and heard my rants might know that I'm a hashtag Heavenly's Angel and that I have my favorites. Yes, I do. You guys maybe might not would like my line of questioning if I was the host because people think that Andy having favorites makes him not ask the hard questions. But I asked the good questions still. Anyway, so in this episode, the reunion part one. First, the reunion looks. The reunion looks were good. I liked that the ladies had on dresses that were very form fitting and very classy and beautiful, and everybody was covered up in a way that was like nice and kept it cute and classy and age appropriate. It was no super short skirts that needed to, like, have, a prayer cloth over your lap or nothing. Um, and my favorite look, I would say, I think I told you all before. Let me think of them. Okay. Now I loved the shares, both Anila and Quad's look. I would like sparkly. I like a good share number. A share homage is cool with me. And then we have no way, Fifi ASAP is in my house. What are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for coming through, Fifi. I appreciate that. Awesome. So I was just going over like my favorite looks before I got started. And so I was just saying that I think the shares did good. You know, Anila and Quad both said they were paying homage to Cher. And yes, it was age appropriate. Your favorite was Quad. Awesome. You know, Quad gets a lot of props. I think that she did it well. She did it very, very well. Anila did it very, very well too. Contessa won because the them. Well, that could be the theme was Vegas. She was a showgirl. Yeah, you know, she was a showgirl, except for the show stopped at that belt buckle in her hair for me. And so it distracted from everything else. But before she had the belt buckle completely attached, she did have the outfit on outside of her trailer when they were still kind of working on it, I think. And I did get to notice that the cut of the blouse was fabulous. Everybody knows satin is the new black. Everybody's wearing it. They are wearing it well. It has that whole slip dress vibe from the 70s and 60s or whatever, right? And even the 40s, they literally wore slips and stockings, you know? Yeah, it had that whole vibe. The cut of the dress was nice. The blue of the dress was nice. The fit of the dress was nice. It was tres elegante. I think it might have been two pieces. The actual blouse, if it was two pieces, I thought so because it looked like a blouse. It looked very blousy. It looked like that belt held it together, you know? But everything stopped at the hair buckle for me, you guys. It was so abso-freaking-lutely distracting. My eyeballs couldn't come off of it. If it was Anila's jewels crushed up in there, no wonder it was shiny as hell. I couldn't look anywhere else, except for the one time I told you about where I happened to notice everything I said. So, yes, the dress was nice, but it wasn't really the best to me. Um, and then plus the super high I Dream of Jeannie ponytail along with the belt buckle. She looked like she was a contestant at the BAPS show. You know, remember BAPS, that Halle Berry movie with Contessa, rest in peace. Um, and remember that movie? And they were hairdressers and they were doing hair shows. And didn't they do like a helicopter hairdo in one of the things? Yeah. Okay. That belt buckle was giving me all kinds of BAPS. Okay. Yes, Fifi, exactly. Prosperity, thick girl, 40s in the house. What you say? Y'all know where I got that from. I got that from my friend Coco. Thank you, sis, for coming through. You know that I love you. What's good? What's good? Hello. Hello. But yeah, it totally was giving me super duper hair show vibe where the lady was like, oh, and I'm gonna this, and I'm gonna that, and I'm gonna this. And because unfortunately Contessa doesn't have like a super duper fashion sense, she was like, yeah, sure, whatever you want. Because remember last year, the thing she almost came out in was like supposedly dreadful because she just doesn't have that fashion sense. But the dress was nice. You're right. It was nice. But that hair was a no. I'm still laughing at your prop in the hair. That was hilarious, huh? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. Um, yeah, it was hilarious. You guys can all have that look. Super simple. You do not need that lady to come to your trailer and put it in and take all that time gluing beads on it. You can get a self-adhesive strip of rhinestones off of Amazon or something. And then you would be able to, let me show you real quick. Then you would be able to just affix it to something like this phone holder for my phone, this nice rose gold. And you see that space right there. And you would just take your hair and you just stick it on there like this. And you too can have the same exact look. as Contessa at the reunion. And we'll just leave that there and see. It's super heavy, you guys. I don't even know what she did that for. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. So let me see. Let me see. Fifi, I'm still laughing at the prop. Here you go, sis. Isn't that too much? I mean, like, really, isn't this distracting? If I would have on a beautiful gown right now, you can't tell me that this wouldn't be distracting as all get out. Okay. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that. If I was talking to you with a freaking phone holder in my hair, it wouldn't be distracting from the beautiful dress I had on. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Toya dress was 9 grand. She looked like she was a genie in Atlanta. She looked like she was genie in Atlanta at the beach. That's what she looked like. She looked like she was at the beach, and that was a halter top swimsuit, and that was a gold wrap, and it was very very long, so that when it went in the freaking sand, it would leave a nice smooth trail for whoever walked behind her. And yeah, $9,000 to sweep the floor. $9,000 to sweep the floor. If I'm paying $9,000 for something, I am not having it on no dirty ass floor, especially after the last 2 years we just had. And the things that came after the last 2 years. I mean, they literally just got over those monkeypox things, okay? Okay? I'm not having nothing drag on the floor that was $9,000 and have a clip in my hair. Those ladies need help over there in the fashion department. That is not bueno. Hey, thick girl. You know I love you more. I love your hair. All right, on. Now, Miss Quad Quad, she knows how to wear a dress, doesn't she, though? Yes, yes. It would totally distract. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to leave it there for a minute. And it's loud, too. That's why she had to sit there like that. She was acting really strange to me. But we're not going to talk about that right now. But I didn't really want my camera on tonight. So I don't know. I don't know. I really wasn't like feeling camera all like right now because you know. But this clip makes me feel better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. So anyway, let's get back to this. So it started with Anila, the hit comment. I had everything numbered. No, quad. It was a little quad number. Quad's new house. Her auntie is the snack. Auntie is the snack. That was a cute little comment. She was like, "Now, Mason, honey, I don't know if you're gonna want to eat off these counters because on quad is the snack, honey." That was cute. I used to be that kind of auntie, and then I got married, and now I have kids. So yeah, honey, you might not want to eat on that counter, right? But you don't really feel like doing that. And plus, you're tired because now you're married and you got kids. But it all still works out because you make it work out. Anyway, I thought that was a cute comment, and that's how we opened the evening. And then we had some eye rolls from Dr. Heavenly when Contessa yes, it was a picture frame in her ponytail. And this is my homage to this, okay? So when Contessa was being asked by Andy about the almost altercation between her and Heavenly when she ran her ass up in the trailer where Simone had relocated her objects to, because Simone was scheduled to be in the trailer with Contessa getting the frame put in her hair and Toya getting the freaking the floor sweeper dress put on her, she was in there, supposed to be in there with those ladies, and Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie were in the trailer by themselves. Did you guys see her live when she said all this? And so Dr. Simone, Dr. Pancakes, as I like to call her, because she flip flops, y'all. She flip flops. She can't pick a side. One day she mad at you, the next day she cool. We couldn't. She don't have nothing to say one day. And at the reunion, she got all this stuff to say and all these thoughts about Quad more. Okay, whatever. Okay, pancakes. I smell you. Maple syrup, maple syrup. All right, you got it. But it's not sweet. Okay. Anyway, so Andy, yes, that Andy, yes. Andy asked Contessa about the almost altercation he heard about from Dr. Heavenly when she told him, Andy, I'm traumatized. I am traumatized. Like, and Dr. Heavenly was serious, but she was like, that was haha funny. I'm traumatized for real. Like that, she literally came up in here. Now, I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV or in these YouTube streets, but I've seen shows where people who work out a lot might take some type of something where sometimes it increases the amount of uh, rage that can happen, but it gets you good and going for what you need to do and it gets you to your goals. Like, a lot of things, like hair frames in your hair. And I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying that I've seen things where sometimes some things might be ingested that might make you feel a different kind of way and get you kind of like like rageful, like kind of like, I want to eat your face, but not like in the sexy way of eating the face. You know what I'm saying? Wait, Dahmer's on. There's no sexy way of eating a face, you guys. I'm really sorry about that. I'm real sorry about that. Let me. Okay, so yeah, like really rageful, like I'm gonna punch you in your throat. Okay, that's very rageful. That's very rageful. And if somebody wanted to do that to you, you would be like, where's all this coming from? I mean, like you literally flew in my trailer and are saying these things and trying to accost me and my person. And we on a show, girl. Hey, picture frame. Picture frame. Is it pulling? Is it pulling? Because you're not making no sense. Okay? You're not making no sense. Coming in off top. You've been talking. We just talked about it for 15 episodes already. Oh my God, Contessa, the storyline didn't stick. And just because you're yelling about it some more in the trailer right before doesn't make it any different. Like your storyline didn't stick. Everybody saw through the BS, you know. Anyway, anyway. Okay, that was a rant. I know. I gotta stick to the subject. Stick to the subject. So, okay, yeah, we're almost done. So Quad and his she doesn't let Mason watch the show. Do you guys think it's inappropriate to let these kids watch this? Because I kind of like, have been watching this for my kids' whole life and they've been coming in and out of the room the whole time and I didn't really, you know, I didn't stop them. I mean, they don't usually stick around because they're like, oh, mommy's show is on again, and who wants to watch mommy's show but mommy? But uh, do you guys think it's inappropriate for kids to like happen to see this? You wouldn't let your kids watch? Yeah, like when my kids happen to see it, like I don't turn off the TV. It's not like, a sex scene in Empire or anything. I like stop the TV for that. Like if I see somebody about to do that, then I stop the TV, until the kids leave. But for like Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I don't really stop the TV for it. Are you saying you'd stop the TV for it, Simply Steph? Oh, am I bad? I'm sorry. Don't tell anybody. Yeah. Yeah. It's not for a child Mason's age. Yeah, but like if he happens to come in the room, are you stopping the TV? That's my question now. Okay, well am I supposed to be was I? Because now he's 14, whatever. So was I supposed to be stopping the TV, you guys? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll teach that from now on. I'll let the people know from now on. You should not be letting you should stop the TV if that's what we need to do. Let me know. Let me know. When they're that young, yes. Oh, stop the TV. Oh, because they don't even like swear a whole lot. There's no sex involved. I don't know, but to each his own. I guess I'm gonna have to examine my threshold for what's acceptable. Okay, and then Dr. Simone would not blame. Oh, I love her. She needs to get merch, and I might too. This is America, and I get to decide who I f with in America every day. It's America. That was such a freaking awesome statement. And she's right, you know. But going into Heavenly's menopause package and people not believing that she was like any different really. But her and her sister are good. Jackie says that she's not grieving properly. Um, and then Andy, remember Andy was like, well, Dr. Heavenly, how much is too much? Squeeze me. Here we go again, Andy, with your freaking weird ass bias questions. We don't hear you asking freaking Lisa Rinna how much is too much and oh the blah blah blah. You sit there and laugh with Lisa Rinna with her nonsense. And I don't know. To me, like I said earlier, when you're talking trash about somebody, you're both talking trash. And when you're both talking trash, it's garbage. And if it's garbage, when it gets to the dump, nobody's separating it and there's no levels. And so if they're all talking trash, how is any of it worse than the other? She stopped saying your mama, so nobody can go there anymore. She hasn't done a good your mama in 15 years. So we can't say that about Dr. Heavenly being too much with her stuff anymore. So what has she really said? Anyway. But people are always coming for Dr. Heavenly, and Andy wanted to know, has your mouth affected your business? And would you stop if it affected your business? And she said that definitely she would stop if it affected her business, but it's not. Business is booming, y'all. She had a 6-figure year in her first year in the freaking beauty industry. And her and her daughter are doing that together. So imagine that legacy that she's building. To me, she's kind of winning all the way around, you guys. She's kind of winning all the way around. All around the world, the same song. All around the world, the same song. That just came into my head. The Humpty Humpty version. Yeah, I'm from Oakland. Yeah. Yes, the show is definitely not for child Mason's age. When they're that young, yes. I appreciate your guys' input. Thank you for the interaction. I love interacting. Yes, my thing keeps coming down. Maybe that's why Contessa's bangs ended up like this. Because maybe the frame was pulling down on her hairpiece and it made the bangs come down like this more. So anyway, yeah, she should have left that buckle at home. So then then we go on. Oh yeah, Toya was asked a question about the freaking doesn't judge people's houses, and she does. She totally does, and she has, and she's always doing things like that. So I'm like, Toya, you're. I don't know. We we have footage, girl. And then Toya called Dr. Heavenly's wig collection hooker wigs. And then Andy called them hooker wigs. And then when Dr. Heavenly was like, oh, well, yeah, hookers are, some of my best clients. They're the ones that can afford the good long 30-inch hair. Nobody else coming in there for like that good hair like that in different colors and everything. She's like, that's what they come and they pay cash. And then she said, yeah, those hoes pay a lot of money for that. And then Dr. Jackie was all sex workers, Dr. Heavenly, sex workers. And Dr. Heavenly said, oh, okay, sex workers. And then and then freaking, what's his name? Andy. Then Andy is all, you might want to stop calling them hoes because they're paying for, products and stuff. But him and Toya just started the whole conversation off calling them hookers, and she's just acknowledging that, yeah, I mean, most hoes don't mind being called a hoe. Do you know any hoes that mind being called a hoe? I'll take hooker wigs for 6 figures. Right? Exactly. And they asked Dr. Heavenly about that old man. Remember the graveyard man? The funeral I'm sorry. The funeral home guy. The funeral home guy. She says she doesn't really talk to him because somebody runs the day-to-day operations. Because if you check her IG, she's busy changing people's smiles every day. So she's not like in the day-to-day operations of the beauty supply store that is 6 figures. Okay. That part right there, 6 figures. I wonder if she's going to start selling hair frames. That would be hilarious. Dr. Heavenly, if you ever see this, sell hair frames. That would be hilarious. Yes, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. That was hilarious. And then what else did we see in this episode? Oh, and then they were all in Quad's purse. Now, me personally, having been a single woman that was doing my thing, that was making my way in the world today, takes everything I've got. Uh, okay. When I was making my own way in this world, I didn't have to sleep with people to like get what I needed in this world. I mean, I didn't buy a million point something dollar house either, but not everybody that has something got it from something ill gotten. To me, Quad presents herself and has no other reputation other than being an enterprising, intelligent businesswoman who's multifaceted and well educated and invested. So, why can't she have gotten this house without having slept with this contractor? Can you put it in the comments? Because I don't know how that could be. Okay. I love iced tea, but I like it unsweetened. That's how I love it. Okay. Um, so yeah, no takers. Okay, no worries, no worries. Let's keep it moving. Um, yeah, so she called it a hooker wig. And then yeah, that's all the notes on this page. Let's go to this page. Toya feels accused. Okay, that's where we were. We need to get out of the mindset that everyone is broke and struggling. That's what I'm saying. That part, this statement right here, right here. Mindset. Get out of the mindset that everything is broken struggle. Struggle love, the black struggle, all of that stuff. Life's a struggle. Life is what you say it is, pretty much, kind of, in most cases. It's perception is key. Quad could have saved, invested, etc. Exactly, Fifi. Exactly. Okay? Because it is not hard these days to make $1 million, you guys. It's not hard. It is not hard at all. And every time you drop a coin of anything and you just compound that and you grow it and you grow it, then it just grows and grows. And Quad doesn't seem like she would buy this house, put on this whole thing, and then have to go through what Kim Zolciak, let's say, is going through right now. Does she strike you as that type of woman? She doesn't strike me as that type of woman. She seems like she would have well laid plans, you know, with the means to like pull it off for some time and a just in case thing going on, because we already know that Bravo loves to give you the pink slip after you just bought a house. Cough, cough, Tamra Judge from Real Housewives of freaking Orange County. Remember, she had just got the house back in the gated community where Vicky and them were living. And then they ended up canceling her contract. She ended up having to sell that and move out of the gate. Yep. Yep. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So then we have she feels accused and Anila feels accused. So we have these two ladies who used to be friends. Let's dive into this. Let's dive into this. I'm going to put this up higher, even though I can hear it. I might just take it out. There. Can you see it good? It kind of blends into my background. Does it, is it giving what it gave? No, no. And it didn't on that either. Okay. She should have never did that. Was that lady trying to make her feel crazy? I feel so much better with that off me. Oh my gosh. That was holding up my energy in my hair. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so glad that's off. Ooh, I knew she was glad when she took that and those bangs off. Ooh, I'm hot for her, you guys. But so Anila and Toya were both friends, right? And Toya brought Anila on. Okay. Okay. Isn't that how it went? Toya brought Anila on the show as a friend of the community. They played tennis together. Remember that? Remember that, you guys? And now, ever since the ladies called Anila on being up Toya's, well, in Toya's cheeks, as I like, she was, and they were like, get out of Toya's cheeks. We want to get to know you. And we can't get to know you in there because there's only so much room. So we need you to get out of Toya's cheeks, right? And remember that happened when after the first season, Toya was had brought Anila on, and after that, then Anila befriended Quad and Dr. Heavenly, and she was making friends with all the ladies. Remember, and at the same time, Toya started picking at her. So this has kind of been like a buildup, and just for a second, okay, follow what I'm saying. So now, all the way to the point where the person that Toya brought to the party is now the life of the party she brought her to. And Toya has to leave the party because the Uber's outside honking the horn, talking about you got to move to this other house because this house has 7 liens on it and you got to go. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it could have been a form of jealousy, perhaps allegedly. Where's my banner? Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's my banner? Okay, let's show that one. It says allegedly, right? There. See? Allegedly. Okay, so this is all allegedly, you guys. Okay. So when Toya could possibly be a little jelly of Anila and her newfound not only voice but support in the friends that she used to find, you know, available to her to do the same things with. I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of feel like she's a little jealous. Do you think she could be jealous? Or do you think it's reversed? Do you guys think that Anila's jealous of Toya? Because I've heard that as a possibility also, that Anila is jealous of Toya. And I don't really think that I see that because Anila never said she wanted Toya's anything, whereas Toya has said she wanted Anila's something. You know what I'm talking about, right? Uh-huh. She said it looked long. Remember? She said it looked long. So she might have gave herself away, you guys, in my opinion. Now this is where'd it go? Allegedly. But that's just what I'm getting from it. So now we have the hit comment, hashtag free Carrie, hashtag free Carrie. I heard she shot the entire season. She was there for almost every event. and they left her on the editing floor, you guys. What's up with that? Now I got over even her help comment because they all got past it. I'm like, if you don't want to hold on, who am I to hold on? Right? It's just a show. I don't have to get all invested like that. So then Carrie came back and she's fun. She's good for the show. She can give it, she can take it, blah, 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 whatever. But where was Carrie? I would have loved for Carrie to be there so she could be like, hey, Carrie, remember you told me there was a hit on me and Toya said it? I would have loved that moment. I wonder why we didn't get that moment, you guys. That would have been great. Anyway, yes, they were neighbors. They were. That was a bedazzled picture frame in Contessa hair. Her ponytail was cup and put back together upside down. It looked like the I Dream of Genie thingy. It did. It did. Okay. So I'm just saying that Anila and Toya were friends, and Toya is possibly jealous of Anila because Anila has what Toya keeps complaining she doesn't have in Eugene, which is sex, you guys. So anyway, we're almost done. We're almost done. So I don't think that Anila staged the robbery, even if it was twice. Now we're finding out that it was twice. And that's horrible. And I feel like at this point, finding out that Anila's house was in a gated community with a security guard that checked IDs and called before you can enter the gate. But they got robbed twice. If I was a detective, the first thing I do is check the log and get the IDs that correspond with the days of the robbery. Okay. And then I would go to those people's houses and ask them, did they see or hear anything when they were visiting that community? Right? That's where I would start. And from now on, I don't know, maybe just check the trunks of the people leaving the gate. They're going to have to get to what they're going to have dogs sniffing the trunk and make sure that nothing from inside these gates is coming out because that's a lot of steps to get through, you guys. It screams inside job to me. It screams inside job to me. How many people watch those detective shows? Doesn't it scream it to you? It doesn't scream it to you. A security guard, a gate, an ID check, and a phone call. Really? It doesn't scream. It doesn't scream like inside job. Even Toya aside, like now I'm even starting. I'm like, okay, now it's twice. See, the first time Toya's party made me feel like, oh, between the hit comment and your party, you might know something. But now to find out that it's a second time, we might have to start looking at the security guard, the security company, or the security gate, or something like that. Allegedly. Where's allegedly? Allegedly. Right? Because that's too many. 4 security protocols in place. 4. 4. And that means that the front gate has cameras also, probably. So that means probably when you're at the place, that's really five. Because when you drive in, there's probably a camera at that security guard's booth to keep him safe or her safe while they're out there 24 hours a day at the gate, right? So now I got to add another layer, you guys. That makes five security protocols in place for Anila's freaking gated community. A gate, a security guard, a ID check, a call to the place you're going. So confirmation that you're supposed to be in the community, and a security camera at least at the security gate. So even if Anila's power was cut the second time, they still would have had to left the gate that most likely has some kind of camera action for the protection of the security guards guarding the gate and asking for your ID. You think? I don't know. It could be. I think a lot of things, y'all. I got lots of conspiracy theories and everything. And everything, you guys. Anila was set up, in my opinion, too, Fifi. Ooh, that was so good. Okay, so you're in Atlanta and the area is in North Georgia, sort of a remote area far from the city. Very suspicious. Exactly. And even to me, just hearing it from California, I'm like, very suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, Fifi. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and then Dr. Simone's flip flopped again. What was my note on her? Is talking about what friends say, and she needs to be taking accountability. Yes, she was talking. She had a lot to say. Didn't Dr. Pancakes, aka Simone, have a lot to say about Quad, about Anila, about uh, Slide Shade to steal the Dr. Heavenly? Oh, she got her. She took her multivitamin, you guys. She took her saucy vitamin, and she was all. She had so much to say. She had so much to say. I did not appreciate that because where was that all season? I mean, she was pancakes all season, but that whole aggression thing, like, where was that? Anyway, um, and then they got into Anila's house and the whole 500K of sponsored products in furniture, right? And you guys, it's totally possible. Let me tell you. So, what happens is the people with the product know that you'll say their name in a certain time slot or that you have access to that type of time slot. I would give Anila, if I have $500,000 worth of something to give to somebody so that I could make 200 million more or 2 million off of it, that's like a drop in the bucket. That's basically free continuous advertising because now everybody's like, well, what was it? We looking, and we're like, oh, the couch, oh, the chair, oh, the this. And a lot of the items in her house look like, have you guys ever seen that app Design Home? Oh my gosh. And you can design rooms and win prizes, and everybody votes on the different rooms, and you can like have uh, a desk, a chair, a bed. It can be a bedroom, an office, and it's just all different rooms to design. I love that app. And yeah, I like it a lot. But all the furniture in Anila's house was really nice. And we were looking based on that whole conversation. And then she said where she got it from. And now those people are making money. So why would Andy be so surprised that that's how freaking social media marketing works. I mean, that's how practically there's a lot of IG famous people right now, and they're all doing heck of sponsorships, whether it's for the coldest mug or the NutriBurst or the freaking tea, the loud tea, or the whatever it is. There's so many sponsorships available. I do the lip bar. There's an actual coupon code in the thing. I love the lip bar. Um, you can use my coupon code for that. But there's so many ways to do that. So anyway, you guys don't be discouraged. Don't listen to Andy and the haters. It's quite possible with only almost 100,000 followers to get your freaking promotion on if you do your stuff right. If you walk up to somebody and you're like, give me that and I'll do this, and they agree to it, because she be having contracts on her thing too. She said she gets it in a contract, and they say, "Oh, post this for 6 times or 3 months or whatever it is, or wear this 8 times or however they go," and then you get paid. You guys should go for it. Hair products, waist trainers, the list goes on and on. Yes, Dr. Simone made no sense with that argument. Yeah, she's too much. I don't know what she's doing right now. And then how she saved it all for the end, Fifi. I'm just like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay. The 2 times she got robbed was once in December and once in July. That's pretty much semi-annually at this point. Now, I'm thinking that there's, from what was said before, there's been no other robberies in this development other than at Anila's house, you guys. And she's saying it's her dream house. And after she got robbed the first time, they were like, if it happens again, and then it did. And now she's like, if it happens one more time, they're out. Okay. And Anila, I want to be really clear about this. I will call it out. I will call it out. I will see it. My spidey senses go off and all that stuff. But Anila, I don't feel like she was being racist or implying that Toya alleged freaking Toya's alleged knowledge of anything that might have had to do with this robbery. I don't think that was being racistly motivated. I don't think that was because Toya was black. I don't think that was what she was saying at all. I think it was based off of information that she had firsthand. I think it was based off of what she knows Carrie told her, what she knows Toya said, what she understands happened thereafter with who let people into where and all the other stuff. And she took all of that, and that's why she couldn't say yes or no, really, because you look like an asshole if you say, yeah, I think Toya had something to do with it. So you just go with, I think she has knowledge of something, or she may know of somebody that might have, you know. I'm not saying that, yeah, but I don't really think that that was because of race. I think that was because of information and circumstances beyond anything else. When Toya, on the flip side, in her defense, says, you staged it, Corey Berman, no way. What's good, sis? Did you just get off? Did you just get off? Let me see you. Let me see you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yay. Thanks for being here. What's good, you guys? I'm so glad you guys are here. So, yeah, I think that it was, in her defense, she was saying, oh, you staged it for insurance. Now, there was no information that Toya had first or second hand that could have led to those statements, other than she was really upset and she was saying it out of defense for herself. On the flip side, Anila did have, and Toya did say she had a party that day. It's a gated. I mean, how are the people? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. See, and I'm not saying she did it, but what if somebody she invited, like that lady who she invited to beat up Anila, remember? You guys don't act like you don't remember. Toya brought that lady to Quad's freaking housewarming and had her bop Anila in the head, you guys. And you're telling me that she doesn't, like, that lady might not have been like, oh, I'm not finished with her, and went and stole her jewelry? If you were willing to bop a lady in the head with cameras rolling, there's no telling what else you'll do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But who brought you there to do it? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I, just like Anila, I'm not saying that she did it. I'm not saying that she did it. I don't have to say that she did it or that she knows. All I have to say, all I have to say is what I just said, which is she brought the lady to bop her in the head. So she knew about that and didn't say nothing. She didn't warn her friend about that. And then she told Carrie there's a hit out on Anila. Huh? Huh? Okay. Hey, who am I? I just have a tiny human mind. Don't mind me. I told you. I hear conspiracy theories and I think, you don't say. But you guys, you know what? So, okay. Okay. The lie detector test. Now, Quad is going to really have to miss me with this lie detector test, you guys. I'll give it to her. Okay. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'm glad she brought it. And I'm glad Anila brought it. It's ironic. That's what I'll say. Isn't it ironic that Quad didn't believe Mariah's DNA, but she wants us to believe her polygraph? I'll wait. So she's kind of going to have to miss me with that. Whereas Toya and Anila, on the other hand, like Anila taking it to clear her name without that past history of not believing a whole DNA test. Not believing a whole DNA test, really, Quad, but you want them to accept your polygraph test? Really? Now catch that dirt. Okay? We're not catching the dirt. It's BS. You can keep your polygraph. But Anila's polygraph, I'm willing to accept into evidence, Your Honor, because there's no history of bias to said evidence. She's new to this group. What other way to get people to STFU than a good old fashioned polygraph, Your Honor? What'd you say? The accuser doesn't want to take one with me? Now that makes me think too. Okay? Because Toya, if it's such not a big deal, if it's inaccurate and not admissible, then why not just go take it and see what happens? The same thing is what you do when you send your ancestry DNA in. They're going to tell you whatever they feel like telling you, right, Toya? So why not go do it? STFU the people up, right? Right? She has an opportunity to make all of this simmer, but instead she wants us on a full boil because she doesn't want to go take the silly little stupid old polygraph test that doesn't mean anything. Really? I will allow it. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will allow it because she doesn't have the history of bias. But like I said, Quad, I'm looking at her full on cross eyed because she was like not believing DNA. But like I said, 23andMe, there's this whole dude on TikTok. Have you guys seen the dude on TikTok that all he does is collect samples of uh, substance into the thing for the 23andMe, and he sends it in? So like he'll get spit from a lizard, he'll get spit from a cat, he'll get spit from a dog. He did a deer one time. He gets some river water. He gets some fish saliva, and then he sends it into 23andMe, and then he posts the freaking races and ethnicities that come out, and it's all just to show that how is the dog Swedish? How was my dog Swedish? How? So it's just to show that even these kind of tests can be very inaccurate, like, right? But I'm sure there's a science behind it. Let me see. I missed a lot of comments. Somebody said I was reaching. Yes, yes, my arms be hurting, Prosperity. You know I be reaching, girl. I be reaching. I do yoga. You guys didn't know I can practically tie myself in a knot. As husband, I can practically tie myself in a knot. Yeah. Okay, so it was still wrong as F to do Anila and Quad. Both are wrong. Hey, Fifi. Hey, Prosperity. Yes, I just got off. Fax curves. Lady of Rage. Yes. Yeah, I gotta calm down, you guys. I gotta calm down. Gotta calm down. Okay, Toya knows something. I feel like, and then her responses to be so if you have nothing, zero to do with it, and this is your friend that you introduced to this people group, then where's your like drop of compassion, your drop of empathy, your drop of sympathy, your drop of kindness towards this person that you brought into this people group and said it was your friend? So this is how you treat friends, but you want everybody to treat you like, oh, really? You're going to have to miss me with that, Quad, or at least try to show up the way that you want people to present to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this one says. Nope, I don't think like that. I know, Prosperity. I love you. I know you don't agree with me. You believe I'm reaching. You and even Dr. Heavenly was like, I can't say that Toy had anything to do with it. And nobody else on the cast is gonna say that I thought Toya had anything to do with it other than Quad, straight out, and other than Anila, by not saying I don't think she had anything to do with it. Her not saying she doesn't believe it is saying that she believes it. You know that old saying, silence is acceptance? Yeah. I don't put anything past Toya either. Okay, Corey? Because she brought that person to beat Anila up. She brought that person to beat Anila up. And she also brought a person to beat up somebody at Dr. Heavenly's house that time. This is at work with cameras rolling. She brings people to fight her cast members. You guys. Okay. Okay. Where are we? How did she know that lady was going to bop Anila? Well, for one, the lady wasn't invited. And for two, Toya brought the lady. Yeah. Yeah. How did she not know? How did she not know that lady wasn't going to bop Anila? If you bring somebody to my party, you're vouching for them to me. And I used to hold a lot of parties. I used to be a club promoter and everything, y'all. Your girl used to, anyway, I can tell you some stories later. So you would not be able to tell me that if you brought somebody Because she came, and then the way she came dressed, for Toya to be talking about, oh girl, you will look comfortable, or you want to go walking around a big old city like Las Vegas in the heat, and we all come dressed, and da 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 da, and you wear a Champion. She didn't tell her friend that came to Bop Anila nothing, because that girl practically came in fighting clothes. Her hair was pulled back in that tight little ponytail. I think I saw Vaseline on her cheeks. And she had on like that sweater with the long sleeves and some pants. Those was fighting clothes, y'all. Everybody knows. And I don't think she had on any earrings. She knew what she was going to do. She knew it. No, I don't know. I don't know. Allegedly, allegedly. Uh, I'm a head investigator. Quad had time today. The whole lie detector test was too much. Wasn't it hilarious? They say Quad uncle gave the polygraph. I heard that. And I saw him. He did look like, he at least looked like Mr. Wright's brother. Like maybe it was somebody Mr. Wright introduced her to. He was an old timer. Um, Prosperity Thick Girl 40, Corey says she knew because she was invited by Toya, and that is her ride or die. That's her homegirl for real, her hit woman. That's my whole vibe, Corey. That's exactly what I believe. Also, allegedly. Okay. Andy said, I'll allow it. Yes, he did. And so how did Toya know that Anila was gonna say something to make the lady hit her? But what could Anila have possibly said to make a stranger hit her? Or to make that lady hit her at a whole Christmas party in somebody else's house. So I'm a woman that I love my ability to have self-control in certain situations. Like when I used to go on like hiatuses from certain activities, okay? And so I would like be like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore, and just stop doing it, because why do that and show myself that I can stop? That's how I quit smoking cigarettes. You just stop. So if somebody can say something to me to make me hit them, and chance going to jail, chance getting a fine, chance losing time with my loved ones, chance having to pay restitution, chance just coming off like an aggressive ass, out of control, angry, stereotypical person. You think I would do that? You think I would really let somebody like take me all out of my center like that? I don't think so. That's why I kind of feel like this lady might have just came over to do that, because I can't think of anything Anila could have said in that moment at that party that warranted a bop in her head. She practically looked like an ice princess in her dress. She knew because they have a past. And yeah, and was that the same girl she brought to fight last time, or was it a whole different girl allegedly? Yep, this wasn't the first time they got into it. I'm talking about Toya Friend, Lady of Rage. It's a joke. Oh, yes, definitely. She still didn't know the way, she still didn't know they would get into it that night. Anila was the one to say something to her first. Oh, y'all reaching so hard. Because if Anila didn't say anything to the lady, she wouldn't have gotten hit. Do your arms hurt yet? The thing about getting physical with someone is you don't know how the other person will react. In Georgia, we have a no license, carry, conceal. Things could have really gotten terribly bad. Speak the facts, Fifi. They were just going back and forth with each other. You can't tell anyone how to react. Yeah, you can't tell anyone how to react. And I'm not saying I'm telling anyone how to react. I all just said how I would react, and how nobody can make me do something that's not already in my nature to do. And I'm not a kind of person that my first reaction is to, when somebody says words, for me to react with a physical sock to the face. Even if somebody said the N word to me, I'm not tripping. You know why? Because my grandma told me it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. So I already have that in me enough to know that no weapon formed against me in that way is about to prosper and pull me out of my peace, which is my God given right, and have me go over there and get with them and get all physical. I don't want to get any germs on my person from physical contact unless I feel like it. But yeah, I'm not trying to say you can't tell anyone how to react, and you can't bring someone to a party who you know has beef with another person and they're not invited. At least Carmitha was invited by Quad to Quad's house at Quad's housewarming party. The girl that Toya brought was not invited to Quad's house at Quad's housewarming party by Quad. It was that it wasn't what was happening. So she brought her with purpose and with intention. And so yeah, no way, honey orange ain't never been my color. Not going to jail. Exactly. Nope, it was her, the one that was at Heavenly's house. Oh, see, and that means the plot thickens even further, you guys. This girl has a history and a pattern, allegedly, of being available to do the hands-on work for the meathead department. Because you know, all mob series have a meathead, and the meathead is the muscle. And they go around and they'll knock your block off. Yeah, so she has a meathead, and it's this chick, allegedly. That doesn't mean that they had to fight this time. Yeah, so that means that lady should have kept her hands to herself. The only fighting was done by the lady that bopped her. Oh, you're saying that doesn't mean they had to, just because they had funk before, doesn't mean they had to have funk again. But why keep bringing her places she's not even invited anyway? Unless you want to chance that. Toya came to Quad's house looking for a fight. She sure did. And then she got one with Audra because she got her panties in a bunch when Audra served her leans on a platter in the middle of a living room. I was here for Audra's serve. I didn't think it fell entirely flat. I thought it was great information. I thought that she made it happen. And I was here for all of it. I was here for it because Toya does put on like she did this, and this, and did come for her in front of all kind of people a number of times. Even after Audra asked her nicely not to, she still was doing stuff. And she was still doing stuff. So she just got served back. And just like, where'd that comment go? Where'd it go? Huh. Not up there. Here it is. And just like Prosperity said, you can't tell anyone how to react, right? So if you can't tell anyone how to react, then it applies all over the place, maybe? I don't know. That doesn't mean they had to fight this time. Just just say y'all don't see it for Toya because this is crazy. Oh no, I don't see it for Toya. I don't like the way she disrespects her husband. I don't like the way that she freaking blames everybody and then wants to cry and be like, nobody, da, 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 they all just see me as so strong. No, they see you as mean, unapproachable, a little bit snakish, and freaking not very nice. That's what's happening, Toya. It's not because nobody just doesn't want to take up for you. It's because you make it hard for people to take up for you because of how you treat them and engage the people that you even bring to the group. Okay? Because now you mad at Carrie too. Hashtag free Carrie. You're mad at Carrie too because Carrie, let me see. Because Carrie told the truth and they were going back and forth on Twitter, and yeah, I feel like Toya must have known. Oh, wait. I passed some. Where's the heavenly comment? Wasn't there? Wait. Okay, wait a minute, you guys. Try to keep up with these comments. Yeah, it is crazy. Eventually, Quad didn't have a problem with the lady being there. Oh, evidently she didn't, so she brought her. I don't know, but she wasn't invited. I like Audra. It's public record. I looked it up. Classic example. Toya came for her and Audra answered. Exactly. Exactly. And it wasn't that bad. And I love that it was public information. Again, people were like trying to say that that made Audra a bad lawyer and where was her ethics or whatever. And I kind of think it shows that she's willing to go get the evidence to support her claims, in my humble opinion. Toya is stank. P.U. Corey, not stank. Right? Okay. Anything else happen in this episode? That was that. That was that. That was that. And then I had just this one. Oh, and Dr. Jackie's weird comment about how relationships relate. And a couple other notes. Stay out of Quad's purse. Dr. Pancakes was on the loose. Uh, did you guys notice how they played off Dr. Heavenly's store? And then by the end of the season, so many of the ladies have their wares in Dr. Heavenly's store. Cough, cough. Dr. Pancakes has her body butter in her store now. And she's like, oh, this is so ghetto. This is like a ghetto opening of a ghetto store for hooker wigs. Remember she was like that? No, actually she was like, this is a no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They said she looked like a bunny rabbit. I like a good overbite. I kind of think overbites are a little sexy. Sometimes. Sometimes. Why I forgot Dr. Jackie was there. Right? Right? And she can be there. She can be there. And oh look, Corey's in the house. Yay.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, I'm so tired. I can't even bother to use my green screen.
I heard that. Oh my gosh. How was your day?
It's tiresome.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So that was a late night for you then.
That's a late night for me every night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, Toya is stank. She is so stank. She
Right?
just as stank as that ugly costume rental dress she had on. Ugh, I I don't know what's wrong with Toya. Toya is just she just thinks everything that she does don't stink. Uh everything she says is right. Everything she wears is right. And that she can do no wrong. But she is evil. I've never
Yes.
seen anyone act like that to someone they brought to the group, someone they took
Right.
under their wing.
Well, we
Yeah.
see it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Rinna did it to Denise. Lisa
And
Rinna,
Garcelle.
right? So I feel like this happens in a lot of different franchises. When somebody brings somebody on, they end up attacking that person. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. She didn't expect people to like Anila.
I think
And,
that's the case.
and then when Anila's house was being built, she was like, oh, okay, okay. And then it finally got finished, and she was like, okay. And she was like, and I furnished 95% of this house through blogging. I was like, you
Yeah.
go, girl.
That's what I said too.
And they keep hitting on the part that she's not a good blogger. She doesn't have enough followers. It doesn't matter. She
That
had
doesn't
that
matter.
hustle and she got that hustle done. And it's not cheap furniture either. It's nice furniture.
Yeah. And even in her hustle in that scene with Lisa Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
remember she was charging a pretty penny. Even Lisa Nicole was shocked that she was asking for that much. And she
Mm-hmm.
was comfortable asking for that much. So that means she
Sure
must get it.
was.
You know what I'm saying? And so I can see her like negotiating. Oh, give me that. I'll put it in my house. I'm about to be on this show. I'll mention you once or twice. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know what I
follow
mean?
her. I follow her. She
too.
does it all the time. She does it on Twitter. She does it on IG. So what? She doesn't keep her blog up. Who reads a blog anymore? Who?
Who? Who reads
I
anymore?
ain't got time for
I
that.
listen to a lot of my books, honestly, y'all.
Me too.
Thanks for being here, Velma C. Look, we have a first timer in the house, y'all. Velma C. Thank you for coming through. We were just wrapping up on my thoughts of the Real Housewives. I mean, no, Married to Medicine reunion part 1. Yes, reunion part 1. And earlier, Velma, do you think that Dr. Heavenly should sell these in her beauty supply is homage to
That was a hot
the hair
mess.
frame
That was a hot
that
mess.
she wore. And see, you guys can just get it and bedazzle it yourself. This is just a phone holder. It was like $11 on Amazon or something. And just imagine all the designs you could put on here, you guys. You guys could wear it open like this in the front, so it has that look like Contessa's. Or right here, right here. This is it.
Uh-huh.
This is it. Look, you guys. So you like that? I think she should put them in her shop, right next to Dr. Pancake's hair gel. I mean,
Simone
body
needs to
cream.
stop. Simone is just, I don't get Simone. She's too high class for this. She's too high class for that. When she not. She's putting on airs.
Yeah.
Why is she putting on airs? She need to be putting on some Invisalign or something. She make enough money to fix that overbite. I got my overbite
Right. Right. Well, I didn't make
I
enough
couldn't
money
even.
either.
Mine was worse than Simone. I couldn't even close my mouth.
No way.
That's way. And it only took 2 years to get rid of it.
See. Yeah.
And I had regular braces where they took the wire and they
twisted it by hand.
Yes.
And they called the handmaiden in to like pull, and while you held up to the bedpost.
The 90s, the 80s and 90s were so brutal.
Yeah, right. That's hilarious. Yep. Ladies, it's been fun. Fifi, thank you for coming through. I appreciate your energy. Yeah, I've been on for like an hour and 17 minutes. I was just trying to come and give my thoughts on my own channel because I've been in these YouTube streets sharing my thoughts. And so I decided to just come through and do it over here in a way that I wouldn't get struck, because last time, your girl did a live reaction and I had it playing and Bravo was like, not today.
They famous for that. Them and TMZ.
Yeah. Not today, Larja. We're not going to strike you, but don't make us tell you too many more times, girl. I was like, okay.
I just thought I'd show some
picture.
love and pop up because I haven't been in the streets enough because I've been busy.
I know. And I totally missed you guys yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah. No, today is Tuesday. Is today Monday or Tuesday?
Sunday. We did it Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday I missed you because I had went to the Bay to go check on my parents, and I went and took my dad's braids down, and he has like this. I told him he should like get a Hustle as Black Santa somewhere, because he has all white hair and a white goatee with the little chinny thing, and he has a belly, and he's just like, yeah. And I was like, don't let nobody's sitting on his lap or nothing, because he's like, yeah, that's not happening. But, just like be Black Santa somewhere. I might actually, I can make him an IG for Black Santa. He'll be cute. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And so I took down his braids and I went to help my mom, and stuff like that. But husband just got here. So yes. Okay, you guys, I appreciate you for being here. Corey, thanks for coming up.
Love you back.
Love you. And Prosperity, thanks for coming through. Fifi, Velma. Who else was in my house? House?
Simply Steph.
Simply the best. Simply Steph.
Prosperity.
Yes, that's it. Okay, you guys, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment down below. What did you think of this first episode of the reunion for Married to Medicine? I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.